All right, we are on. We are on. Don K. Fish, you're already here, brother. Waiting on me. What's up, brother? Oh, I don't know, man. Just chilling tonight. Just chilling. Trying to see. There's my notifications. Looking at our basketball chances to go to the National Championship game, and our odds are 17-1. Wow. Okay. So they have Purdue, Houston, Duke, UConn, and Florida ahead of us to go to the national championship game. I was just looking at that basketball. A little basketball. Just want to see what I already bet 17-1. I already bet a couple bucks. $17 for $1. Hey, I'll bet a couple. Come on in, everybody. I was sitting here looking on FanDuel. The odds came out for us to win the national championship in basketball, and we are the sixth team on the list here. Purdue, Houston, Duke, UConn, Florida. We are 17-1, and I already bet some money on 17-1. What's up, Trey? I'm sitting here looking at basketball on FanDuel. 17-1 odds to win the national championship. Bet a few bucks on that. Yeah. So we're the sixth team. There's 5 teams ahead of us, but that's all right. So I bet a little bit of money on that. What's up? What's up? About a meeting with Jimmy Sexton, Stoop's agent. Who'd you hear it from? I don't know, man. I'm sure there's been if there's going to be a buyout, yeah, they're going to pay him his money. You're going to meet with his agent. I don't know, dude. Unless you heard it from somebody good. What's up, WKRP? We'll have a good chance to win one. I think so, WKRP. For the money we spent, if we spent $27 million on 13 basketball players, we should win one. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of pressure on him. And the 2 or 3 kids that are coming to Midnight Madness are about $1 million each. Stokes, Rippey Jr., and some Caleb Holt. So 3 players are coming to Midnight Madness for next year's team, and they're about $1 million apiece. So, yeah, we're going to spend money on basketball. But no, who'd you hear that from? Don K. Fish heard about that. I haven't heard anything. It isn't on KSR, and God knows that they would have put that on there. If it's anything negative or something, they would have probably already put that on there. So I don't know. It's a bye week, so hey, he's not leaving before the end of the year, but you might as well buy him out. Stoops, I'm glad, stood up for himself. Oh yeah. Who's going to leave? Who's going to just leave and leave $30 million on the table? Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah. Look, I'm sure his agent's talking. If they want to talk about it, you're going to pay him his money, even if you make it out for 15 years, $2 million a year for 15 years. You're still going to pay him. So I don't know. I think we could beat Texas. I don't know about you guys. Texas is awful. You guys watch Texas play at Florida. They're awful. Arch Manning, awful. He throws 2 interceptions a game, and we had 2 picks in this game. So we have like 7 interceptions on the year. So I'm not afraid of Texas. If Florida can beat them, we can beat them. How are the firefighters doing? Oh, they're doing good, man. Yeah, I am actually on vacation this week. My guys are actually on tonight. And I'm on vacation this week, and they're having a quiet shift today. They're probably we all play fantasy football, so they're probably watching some football. I'm hoping. What a great chance to against Texas and Florida. Yeah, Florida whipped their ass. Look, Texas is on the ropes. They're calling for the coach's head. So you think we got problems? There's a lot of teams that got problems. But yeah. And they got to go play Oklahoma next week before they play us. If they lose to Oklahoma next week and they come in here on a 2-game losing streak, players are going to start jumping ship, and that's what I would hope for. As a job. Oh, would you recommend it? Trey, you'd have to love it to do it. It's like, you're not going to ever be rich doing it, but you'd have to love it to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those things where, it's like a cop. You got to really like doing it. So yeah, it's a good profession. You got to have all the medical certifications, and I'm sure there's usually a physical agility test. You'll run an obstacle course. You'll take a written test. It's a good job, but it's not something that you just halfway go into. Don K. Fish, Brad White needs to teach our defense how to tackle. Yeah, they had a bad day. They brought that Guyton kid in. He played well. I noticed. Yeah, they didn't tackle well. They didn't tackle well. But look, man, Georgia. Georgia's one of those teams, man. If you don't get them wrapped up, you know you're going to have a long night. Any other BB curious? Any other BBN fans are BBN curious at the firehouse? Oh no, I got Indiana fans and Purdue fans. I don't have any Kentucky fans. It's just, well, on another shift, but on my shift, there's maybe one or there's one other Kentucky boy. On three, we got three shifts. Yeah, so no, but I mean they're cool about it. Everybody knows that when Kentucky's on, you know where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be in front of the television, or yeah, just leave them alone when they're playing. So, in fact, we play Indiana on the day that my shift works. So that'll be a hell of a shift. They haven't tackled well at all. Well, I mean, they tackled well in the Mississippi State game, but yeah, they got to tackle better. Our defensive back line, yes. I'd like to get DJ Waller back in there, to be honest with you, because he was a good tackler. I don't know how hurt he is, but yes, they were smart. They ran Gunner Stockton, which they had not done. They used the tight end as a decoy. Sam Green kept when the tight end went out. Sam Green had to make a choice: do I cover the tight end, or do I cover Gunner Stockton? And of course, he wasn't used to him running, so he kept first series. He just went with the tight end, and yeah, I mean, look, they just had a really good game plan, and we did not tackle well. And yes, I don't think it cost us the game, but it wasn't good. I mean, we intercepted the backup quarterback, and Gunnar Stockton threw his first pick to Hardaway. So, yeah, I mean, it was bad. Brad White said that was a bad one. So, yeah, we got to tackle better. Georgia's offense did what they wanted. Yes, they had a very good game plan, and you notice how slow they went. Alabama did this to Vanderbilt. If you watch that game, they just went really slow. They played at Vanderbilt's pace. Georgia played at our pace. They just took their time and they just methodically did what they wanted and just ran some plays that they never ran. They did some misdirection stuff that they hadn't been doing. You saw in that one touchdown, everybody went left and that dude was right and he just went right. So, yeah, they had Mike Bobo, very good plan. Uh, you know, uh, yeah, hard to beat those guys at home. That's why they haven't lost at home since 2019. That's why they haven't lost two games in a row since 2016 because they're Georgia. Same thing, Alabama took advantage of Vanderbilt because Vanderbilt, it's just the Diego Pavia show, and they just run it. All Vanderbilt does is move their pocket. He'll just run left and right, and it's kind of like an option quarterback. And they just took it away from him. So, Christopher, what's up, man? They need to play that freshman receiver Miller. I think they're gonna. Stoops alluded to that. Cam Miller. Why not? I play anybody. I would not play Harley Gilmore ever again. I'm getting tired of seeing him drop passes. And at the end of the game when we blew off those, remember when we had to call a timeout with about a minute left because we couldn't get lined up right? It was Harley Gilmore that lined up wrong, and he made Kendrick Law line up wrong. And Kendrick Law and him was getting into an argument about where they were supposed to line up, and it was Harley Gilmore's fault. I know it was. They ain't gonna say that, but I pointed it out on the live broadcast. So yeah, we need some receivers, guys. McGowan got hurt. Yes, McGowan is hurt, but he's not hurt bad. So look, that dude plays so damn hard. I don't know what you mean about falling asleep on the sideline. That's somebody playing so hard. It was hot out there, guys. They were talking about how hot it was. Look, that dude, I'm not going to, if he was sleeping on the sideline, hey, I'll give him a break. We had sleeping. I don't know if he was sleeping, dude. I didn't see that. But if he was, he was hurt. Let him rest. That son bitch earned it. I mean, did he score another? He did not score a touchdown. This is the first game the guy didn't score a touchdown. I mean, he's got 7 touchdowns, aren't engaged. Oh man, no, I disagree. Fish, that they're engaged. I mean, even after go watch the interview with Cutter Boley after the game and the guys after the game, and they were asked about that. And no, I think they're engaged. It's just, man, that was just a tough game. Gown is the only real dude. Yeah, I mean that's some bitch. Hey, he plays like it's his last time he's ever going to run the ball. He violently runs into people. So I'll give Seth McGowan a break. That guy's good. He's probably going to go to the NFL. But no, I'm glad he's not hurt. Look, we'll have our full complement of players, I hope. And I think Cam Miller's going to get more playing time. And I think that kid, Guyton, is that the freshman cornerback? If we don't get Waller back, play that freshman. I mean, they intercepted Gunnar Stockton, and when the other backup quarterback came in for Georgia, they intercepted him. We can pick your quarterback off. Okay, we can't. We can miss tackles, but we can pick your quarterback off. Over the head. Yeah. I mean, tapeworm. Any news on Waller? They're not saying, dude. They're not saying tapeworm. I don't like I don't like it. They kind of alluded that he'd be back for this game, but I don't know, man. They're keeping it close to the vest. I mean, to be bitter. No, man. Look, I don't think anybody's quit, Fish. Seriously, dude. If I thought somebody quit, I'd come on here and tell you. I got a video coming out tomorrow on Cutter Bowley. I just picked up some pass plays. Man, look, guys, he completed 25 passes to 11 different people. All 3 tight ends caught passes. Rodriguez caught a tight end out of the slot. He was lined up in the slot. And so, man, we had some good play calls. And, just playing against Georgia, man, you can't make any mistakes. Those guys are the best of the best. Their backups are as good as their starters. And if you get tired, we just don't have backups. And they do. So when they bring in a linebacker, the second string linebacker is just as good as the first string linebacker. When they bring in a second string offensive lineman, he's just as good as the first one. That's what, if we're not going to go all in on football, that's what I keep saying. We can't win at football with 22 players. We got to have 85 players. You got to have backups who are just as good. We can't blame the Bengals. Man, the Bengals, they came back. I stopped watching it, and all of a sudden I was like, what? They came back? Tapeworm for Bowley. Yeah, I mean, he grew up a lot. Go watch. I'm going to post a video of him tomorrow. I picked out some plays. I picked out a couple of defensive plays. We had some good defensive plays, but yeah. I mean, look, you're playing Georgia, okay? How many games are they going to lose? They lost to Alabama. They might lose one more game. I don't know who they got left on their schedule, who could get them, but no, it's Georgia. So be like playing us in basketball. You can't make any mistakes. But yeah, Bowley, after the game, go watch his interview. He was very happy after the game. He was very, that's the happiest and most engaged I've seen him. And he took command of the offense. So I was happy and he was happy with the game plan. He said that 2 or 3 times, so I saw the stress in your chat last week or week. Yeah. Oh, well, anyway. Yeah, I mean, we're going to take a week off, and we're going to have Midnight Madness, and there's going to be a couple 5-star kids that we're probably going to sign at least one of them, a couple of $1 million kids, and we're going to sign at least one of them probably. What's up, One Rich One? How you doing? What's going on in Lexington? One Rich One, brother. I don't know what's going on in Lexington, but I'm actually in Evansville, Indiana. Was anybody tell me what's going on in Lexington? It's quiet. We're getting ready for Midnight Madness. That's what's going on in Lexington. Which I'm not going to live stream Midnight Madness because all they do is dance around and have a glorified scrimmage. And then the women, no offense, I don't want to see the women's team. I don't care anything about listening to Brooks or whatever that coach's name is. They'll have the first hour. But no, man. Christopher, NBA Pro Days coming up. Yeah. So what's up, man? Yeah, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Basketball this week. And then the next Friday before our Texas game, we have the blue-white scrimmage. I'll probably live stream the blue-white scrimmage because I want to see the new players. We're loaded in basketball, guys. I do have a basketball video coming out. We are not in the top 5 of very many people's. We're not in the top 5. Odds to win the national championship in Vegas. Purdue 1, Houston 2, Duke 3, UConn 4, Florida 5, Kentucky 6, 17-1. I already bet like $5 because it's $100 or close to whatever, $80-something if I win. So I did a little $5 bet on us to win the national championship. But no, we're eighth, anywhere from 7 to 10 in most of the polls. But the AP poll hasn't come out and the coaches poll hasn't come out. So Vandy's going 6-6 after 5-0 start. Yeah, they will, because now they play. Now they play all the hard teams. Sure, they will. Yeah, because now they play all the hard teams, and they're not going to beat them, because you got to have, like I said, Pavia can't do it by itself. They do have a good defensive line, but they only scored 14 points. So so yeah, they didn't have a good day. Ask Texas how good of a day they had. Mississippi State got the shit kicked out of them by Texas A&M. So yeah, listen, you're gonna have bad days. Big Blue Madness is so boring. Yeah, that is. It looks boring. I can't watch it, because he's gonna give a speech and it's gonna be and then they're gonna dance and then they're gonna do some dunks and then I don't want to see that, to be honest with you. I'll look at the blue-white scrimmage. When we play Purdue, I wish I was off on that day. I have some Purdue fans I work with, and they are ranked number one. I don't know how. They're ranked number one. I look at their roster and I go, how are these guys ranked number one? But it doesn't matter. But I hope we beat them in the scrimmage. So that will be coming up. So, yes. Basketball is going to fire up. Stoops sticks to Kentucky to get all the money. Oh, he's going to get the money, Fish. Don't worry, dude. Why would you leave without your money? Nobody's going to leave for free. $30 million? Hell no. They signed the deal. They got to pay the man. And then, like I said, did anybody watch my air raid video? I told you why that shit won't work, why it didn't work the first time. Yeah, you cannot run a spread offense in the SEC. The only person that does is Indiana in the Big Ten, and they haven't beat anybody good yet. But it'd be hard to run a spread offense because you got to have wide receivers, running backs, quarterback, a tight end, and then now you can't run the ball. So yeah, that didn't work for all those that lived through that. Non-effort mistakes, yes, yeah. I mean, look, our defense plays hard. I mean, you can't say that they're not. They play hard. Okay, we were getting pressure on him. I mean, but no, our linebackers and safeties did not have a good day tackling. I said this was a linebacker game, and they did well. Their offensive line did well getting out all the way out when they ran the ball to block our linebackers. So, yeah, just a bad day over the weekend. Yeah, Cardinals lost. Look, so many people lose. Everybody's getting you. Yeah, they're upset. Texas, nobody's more upset than Texas. Because Arch Manning cannot see the field, guys. When he is surveying the field, he locks onto one receiver, and he is not good. And if he does that on us, we will intercept his ass. Because Hardaway and whoever else we got out there now, I can't remember everybody. Hardaway will definitely get him. Nichols will get him. I mean, look, we'll intercept him. So I hope he does it. But yeah, they're worried. They want to fire their coach. So, yeah, maybe we could get him. I don't know if he'd be any good, but he'd want a lot of money. But, yeah. Christopher, I'm trying to get 96. Oh, yeah, 96 with Rick Pitino. That was the golden age of basketball right there. You go to 3 national championship games. If Derek Anderson wouldn't have blew out his knee, we'd have won 3. What are you on tonight? Don, what are you on? I feel like find a way to lose because Jersey said Texas. Well, I hope not, Don K. Fish. I mean, I don't care what their jersey says. We played them well last year in the first half. I'm not scared of them. I mean, they don't have this big, stellar defense. Florida was the worst offense statistically in the SEC, and they just ran all over them and passed all over them. So, hey, maybe Oklahoma will beat the crap out of them, and they'll feel really bad when they get here. But, yeah, I mean, look, there's still opportunities left. But yeah, defense has to everybody's got to play better from work and bitter about Kentucky losing. Well, don't be bitter, Fish. That was Georgia. Did you really expect us to win? I mean, come on, man. We weren't going to win at Georgia. I mean, Georgia, like I said, they hadn't lost an SEC game since 2019. We're not going to beat them. They probably won't lose to anybody else. So, yeah, now if it was Florida, Auburn, like if we lose at Auburn, I'd be upset. I'm not upset about losing to Georgia. Yeah, so it was Georgia. So we'll be favored by double digits. Well, then then bet that money because I'll tell you right now, They only Florida got them by 8 or 9. No, Florida got them by 8 or 9 points. 29-21. Guess they got them by 8 points. So yeah, you know, we just need to play our game. Throw the tight ends, guys. They did not cover the tight ends. I'm gonna show you on film tomorrow. People keep saying shit about us not throwing to the wide receivers. The reason we're not throwing to the wide receivers is because our tight ends are lining up as wide receivers and they're not covering them. So yeah, I mean our tight ends are open all the time. So throw to the tight end. I don't care who gets the touch. I don't care who the hell scores a touchdown. But yeah, we had some good plays on them. Florida, Auburn, Louisville, Vandy, Tennessee Tech. Yeah, I would agree. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should at least get 4 of those. Trey, Louisville fans suck. They can't even. Oh, they didn't fill their stadium. Yeah, I'm not there with Louisville, so I don't know. But they didn't fill their stadium. That doesn't good. Jeff Brom's a good coach. He's in all these games except Tech. Yeah, we're gonna be underdogs probably. Oh yeah, that's how you make money though. I've made a lot. I think I won money on this game because that line opened up at 21.5, and I immediately took it at 21.5. Now I barely won because they won by 21, but I still won. So, and by the way, that catch, guys, the block, the run into the kicker. I mean, man, look, we got some bad freaking calls. That catch was a catch. I hope they find some of those referees or penalize them and get them off the. They don't need to be doing SEC games if they can't, if they can't call that stuff. So, yeah, no, Tennessee Tech isn't terrible. Some guy messaged me and said that they were going to beat us. A Tennessee Tech fan. No, you're not, dude. You know why they're not going to beat us? Because their defensive line is 225, 250. Okay, good luck blocking our offensive line. All we got to do is run on them. We should be fine. What's up, Randy? Randy, I thought running Gunner Stockton was a very good plan. Mike Bobo running Gunner Stockton is what got us, Randy. That was good, man. Sorry, I left Saturday going to a DJ and call things off the dogs. Oh, that's all right, John. No, Randy, I thought that was smart running Gunner Stockton and using the tight end as a decoy to draw our linebacker over and then run him. I thought that was you guys just methodically took your time and ran your stuff. Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have won. I didn't like the catch. Like the catch. I still don't know, Randy, why they called that not a catch. I looked at it again today. He laid on the ground for about 2 seconds before he dropped the ball, but it wouldn't have mattered. But, in the chat. Oh, yeah, I hear you, brother. We don't win another game. Well, yeah, there's a world where we don't win another game. Well, I mean, we're going to win a game. Tennessee Tech's not going to get us now. Come on, Christopher. Don't do that, dude. Their defensive line is 250. Okay, 225. Okay, they got some little dudes. All we got to do is run the ball. They're not going to be able to stop. You think Toledo didn't get us? Okay, they ain't going to get us. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the Tennessee Tech game. But plays zone defense, anyone can carve us up. Well, it depends. Soft zone. Yeah, well, they talked about that. I don't know why we were playing off the receiver so much. So yeah, we didn't do that in the Toledo game. Like when they ran the air raid, we were played up on them. But man, their receivers are so fast, as Randy can probably tell you who's in here. That one receiver they got who made that one-handed catch, Randy, whoever the guy was that caught the one-handed pass, that was a good player. Yeah, look, man, I understand why we're playing off of them because they're really good and they will run right past your ass. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Chainsaw fan? Losing right now. So yeah, everybody's losing. Texas, everybody's complaining it's losing. Everybody that's losing wants to fire their coach. I just laugh. I went into a Texas room, Randy, and I just sat there. I didn't go in as Kentucky Football Nation. I went as my regular YouTube, and I just sat there and listened to them. Man, they're mad. Jeez. Yeah, everybody's mad when they lose. Louisville's mad. And, Vanderbilt's mad. I knew Vanderbilt was not going to beat Alabama. Come on, man. Alabama's not going to lose to them. But, yeah, Dylan Bell. Yeah, he made that, man. That dude is good without the ball. Great to see him. Have a good day. Yeah, well, he had a really good day. If that one catch he made, like this right here, that was impressive, Pete. That one-handed catch. It really was. Hey, what's up, Chainsaw? Penn State lost. Oh, yeah. Penn State, oh, they're mad. Their season's over. They already lost 2 games. So, yeah, there's so many upsets, guys. Uh, Arch Manning looked awful. Yes, Randy Arch Manning. I think we can get him, Randy. I'm not. If Florida can get him, man, he cannot see the field. He throws 2 interceptions every game. We'll intercept your quarterback. That's the one thing we're good at. We can get interceptions. We don't get sacks. Anthony, what's up, brother? Jeff needs an offensive coordinator. Brian Brom isn't it. Oh, really? Well, Jeff Brom's a good quarterback. Excuse me, he was a good quarterback. He was a good quarterback. He's a good coach. And I knew at Purdue. Yeah. He's a good coach. Randy, the catch literally happened right in front of me. Really? Oh man. Well, it looked good on. It looked good when they showed when he actually caught it, and then it looked a lot better when they showed it on the replay on TV. I was like, well, nothing you can do about that when a guy makes a one-handed catch except shake his hand. And no, Randy, you guys were just methodically doing what you wanted. Misdirection play down there in the red zone when everybody went left and that guy went right. So yeah, what is up with the refs? They made a couple. They're running into the kicker. They missed that one. I mean, it's not like we were won, but that one catch, man. I still looked at that again, man. I don't know how that got overturned. Randy, the referee on TV, who's the supervisor, in the booth or wherever the heck the guy's at, back in some other Atlanta or somewhere, said it was a catch, but not that it would have mattered. I might have scored a touchdown on that. How can you miss a field goal on the 15-yard line when it's centered? I mean, that's shorter than the extra point. So our kicker kind of messed that up, but we wouldn't have won, but it would have been a little better. Summerall, no. We don't want Summerall. Man, that guy can go somewhere else. I mean, he's a Kentucky boy. If we could get him cheap, but he's no good. Yeah, I mean, look, he ain't beat anybody. My refs. That's right. We feel like we don't get any calls either. Well, yeah, the only one now, Randy. So did you see the play that I don't know if you saw? I guess it was our tight end or whoever caught the ball and was laying. Yeah, I mean, he had both feet in bounds. He rolled over. He had it in his, and then he dropped it after about 2 seconds on the ground. So I don't know how on earth they overturned that, but it is what it is, man. Who's Georgia play next? Who do you play next week, Randy? Run Gunner Stockton some more. WKRP falling to the ground. Yeah, I mean, he had it. He had it for at least 2 seconds while he was laying on his back. I went 1,001, 1,002, and then he, so yeah, it was a catch. I didn't see it from the field. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how look, I don't know what a catch is anymore. I don't know what targeting is. If you hit anybody in the head, sometimes they'll call it targeting. Sometimes they won't call it targeting. If I was a running back or receiver, I would run my head down, try and tackle me. Man, on the spread, because coach for championship. Yeah, I mean, look, ties to Kentucky. I was talking about sideline catch that was overturned. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The sideline catch, yes, was overturned. Wrote at Auburn. Look, listen, Jackson Arnold runs the ball. That's their offense. He'll throw it some, but he's run. Now he's fast. If you stop Jackson Arnold from running, and I think you will, you're going to win that game. Then they got decent defense, but that guy can't throw over 15 yards. I mean, he's going to take off running or throw a 15-yard pass. So yeah, I'm sure that you guys will be ready for that. Stein is a great offensive mind. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people losing right now. Will coach Louisville after Brom? Well, we'll see. If they fire him, are they going to fire Jeff Brom? I mean, now, if you have one bad year now, hell, they're ready to fire your ass. I mean, you ain't getting a break. We're growing up. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I thought everybody played solid, Randy. Your defense played solid. Offensive line played solid. I mean, you didn't do anything fancy. You didn't do anything fancy. You just made basic plays and took your time, didn't rush. Like I said, that's the one thing that surprised me was the you play at a slow pace, but why rush when you don't have to? Texas is a team we could beat. Yeah, they did make Florida look great because Arch Manning cannot see the field. And I know they were talking about that after the game, but yeah, he did not have a good game. He's averaging about 2 picks a game whenever he plays a good team. So Kentucky will find the right coach after Stoops. Kentucky will never spend money on basketball. Fish, that's the problem. You can get a coach in here. You can go get Nick Saban if you want, but if you're not going to spend the money, we got 3 basketball players coming to Midnight Madness. They're about $1 million a piece. We're going to get at least one, probably 2 of them. So when you're spending $1 million a player on 13 basketball players, I mean, you know, it's just we've made our choice, and the choice is basketball. I do believe. So, uh, 10 million. Yeah, I mean, they're spending a lot. 20 million is what reported, or somebody said in here last night. I don't know what we're spending, but it's the most in the country. So yeah, like I said, we're never going to commit to football from this point on. Okay, so guys, you can bring in any coach you want. We'll never have backups. We'll have good starting players, but we're just never until we spend as much money as Georgia spends. We'll never be as good as Georgia, and we're not going to do that. So I don't know what we can do. They need to spend. Uh, Football would have to be a priority in Kentucky, and it's not. So I think Arkansas and Kentucky are going to go basketball, and everybody else is going to go football. Because if you look at the preseason, I've got a video coming out on basketball, the preseason polls, and Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas are not even in the top 15 because they've told Tennessee and Alabama, hey man, and Florida too. Really, we're going to start spending money on football. Good luck. So I see Rick Barnes retiring, head toward a college football. Yeah, more money than a TV deal. Yeah, yeah. So much money you'd be making more money than the coach. I mean, and you're a 1 year player, so you can demand whatever you want. Look, you're getting and their Uncle Lou was talking about this, Randy. You sign a kid for millions of dollars, and then he doesn't have to produce. You're not paying him for what on production. You're just paying him to show up. Okay, so he shows up. I'm gonna get my $1 million whether I play well or not. You still got to pay me. So I don't know where we're going with this world, but look, guys, we've made our bed for basketball, and that's the way it's going to be. And bottom line is, you can bring any coach in here you want. We're not going to pay for football players. We're building a Walmart team. We might be good every once in a while, but we ain't winning 10 games again because we went to 9 league games and Louisville. So when you have 9 league games in Louisville, who's going to come in here and win 9 or 10 games? Nobody. I mean, I hate to say it, Eddie Gran. Yeah, I like Eddie Gran. Yeah, he's really the general manager right now, but he ain't gonna ever be back on the field. So it's a multi-million-dollar corporation, as Randy and I always say. The football team, the basketball team, multi-millions, a lot of money, millions of dollars, guys. Find a decent offensive coordinator. Fish, you can run any offense you want, brother. What do you want to do? Line up and go 4 wide? We can't pay for anybody. We're not going to pay for. We won't be able. If we pay, and we're trying to keep the quarterback right now. If we're lucky enough to keep the Cincinnati kid and Cutter Boley, that'd be good. But look, we're not going to spend money on football. And there's 85 scholarships. There's only 13 in basketball. We'd have to spend money on all 85 scholarships, guys. That's why Georgia. I don't. Randy wrote something here. That's why Georgia's so good. Okay, when their backups come in, they're just as good as the people that were behind them. I think I heard you, Tom. What's on the 3 annual opponents? I wish we'd have got you guys instead of Tennessee. I wish, I don't care about South Carolina and who else did we get? Florida. Yeah, I mean, look, I wish we'd have got somebody easy. I wish we'd have got, but no, I'll take South Carolina, Florida. I don't like Tennessee because it's kind of like you're Alabama. We can't beat them. So I'll take it. But look, at this point, it doesn't matter, Randy. Look, they're gonna get rid of Stoops, and they think they're gonna bring somebody in here and build a Walmart team. And while we're trying to be great at basketball, and it's not gonna work. So I don't know who you would bring in here. See Bill Belichick. See, you know, you got to spend the money. North Carolina. You think North Carolina cares about football? No, they're a basketball school. You think Bill Belichick was going to win there? No, because they're not going to spend the money. They're going to spend it on basketball. That's what we're going to do. Big Blue, what's up, Jackson? Bush is not officially, he'll be gone this week. Oh, I didn't hear that. Who said that? It would be dumb for him to fire the offensive coordinator. I mean, you might as well fire the defensive coordinator. He's just as bad. Our defense is not any better than our offense. So I don't know why the hell you'd fire Bush Hampton. I mean, you might as well fucking fire everybody and let somebody just, I don't know, let Eddie Grant come down. Breaking, Bush Hampton's getting fired. I didn't see that. Where are you guys seeing that at? He is fired now. Get Summerall. Summerall ain't going to be offensive coordinator. Oh, well, I'll look it up, man. If they fired him, that's fine with me. But it ain't going to do any good. I mean, you still got the same players. We still got the same wide receivers. They still can't run around and catch the ball. So if they did fire him, I understand they want to keep Mark Stoops. If they're firing Bush Hampton, they're going to keep Mark Stoops. And he just got, Hampton fired. Well, if he did, hey, that's fine with me. Hampton fired. Is he fired? Set to be fired. Okay, 2 hours ago. Sea of Blue. Okay, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see this on KSR. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see, guys. Not so fast. It says Bush Hampton set to be fired? ? Not so fast. For now, it looks like Bush Hampton's job is safe. Okay, you got to read the story, guys. He's not getting fired. Expected to be relieved of his duties no later than Tuesday. Well, this says right here says he's not gonna. So I don't know. Maybe he is. It doesn't matter, guys. I mean, I don't know who would call the plays. Who's the assistant? Unless Eddie Grant comes down out of the stand and we just run the ball. We're still going to run the ball no matter who. That's what we're set up to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is true or not. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's only on Sea of Blue, guys. That's all I see it on. But we'll see. We'll see if he gets fired. It's crazy if you're stirring it up. It's not for real. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a fake headline. If you looked at it, read the story, then it had question mark. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know why you'd fire anybody at this point. If you might as well fire Brad White then. I mean, Brad White hadn't done any better than he has. So, I mean, it's everybody's fault. To me, you would play out the season, but I don't know. I'm okay with keeping Stoops, but let's refresh. Well, look, man, they're not going to do that because Stoops makes so much money. And I don't know what you do with the coaching staff. The problem is money. Money. If we're not going to be able to get the players, then who cares who you bring as offensive coordinator? Does anybody care? If you don't have the players, you think you're going to beat Georgia with some, 3-star players? No. We're going to have to get 4- and 5-star players all over and sign really, really high-quality players. And we're not going to do that, guys, because of basketball. We got 3 players coming to Midnight Madness. Who's coming to Midnight Madness? Who did I just say? I said it last night. Caleb Holt, some guy named Stokes, and some guy named Rippey Jr. They're probably $1 million a piece. We're going to get 1 or 2 of them is what this report is saying. If we get all 3. So, yeah, we're going to spend millions on basketball. But I don't know. We're going to see. Somebody sent me a message. Oh, okay. Yeah, that wasn't about Bush Hampton. What's the point of firing? Yeah, there's no point in firing anybody at this point, guys. I'll believe it when I see it. But if KSR says it, if Matt Jones says it, Matt Jones is on the inside. Okay, he's right next to Stoops. Let's see. They're not saying it. Now, I don't believe that story. It might be true, but that was a fake headline there when you open up the story. And yeah, there's no reason to fire him at this point because who the hell's going to call the plays? I don't even know who the assistant. I don't even know who the quarterback coach is. To be honest with you, Trey, I'll have to look at the sources. Yeah. If it's not right, Matt Jones would be all over that. Matt Jones is right next to Stoops. Hartline would be cool. Yeah, he didn't even. He's like. He's not even a football coach. He's up there doing, I don't know, quality control or something. It came from ESPN Radio. Well, look, man, it's a rumor right now. It could be true. Maybe they'll fire him. Like I said, I don't know why you would do that, but okay. Nothing official. All right. Yeah, clickbait. Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. When it's getting on Bushhampton fired, but I'm told. Randy, Bushhampton is fine. It's not Bushhampton. It's the damn. We don't have any wide receivers, Randy. If you notice when you watch that game, we didn't pay for wide receivers. We had to pay for lines because we didn't have an offensive line and we didn't have a defensive line. The only reason we were in the game with Ole Miss is because of our lines. The only reason we beat Toledo is because of our line. If we win some games like Texas, it'll be because of our line play. So yeah, I don't know. Throwing deep balls and being predictable isn't fine. Well, dude, I don't know what you want to do. We throw the tight end. They sure as hell can't cover that. He had 25 completions. 11 different people caught passes, right? So I mean, I don't know what else we can do. We don't have any deep threats. So play the freshman, that Cam kid, play him. Firing him would only hurt the offense. Agree. Yeah, you don't fire. It's Bushhampton's damn offense. If you fire him, you can't change your offense up now. What the hell, you gonna line up and go 4 wide now? No, I don't think that would be. I wouldn't understand it if they did it, but nothing would is there. But we can't scheme open receivers. The receivers can't. I don't know, Jackson. Dude, I mean, Harley Gilmore can't catch it if nobody's on him. Fred Ferrier missed like 2. Macklin dropped a couple. I mean, Macklin dropped 1 or 2. They hit him in his hands. We got receivers that hit him in both hands and they still drop it. So I don't know what you do except play. I wish we'd have saw Quisenberry, but this Cam Miller kid, you got to play that guy. At least that guy's got heart, and he went up and caught the ball. But we'll see. Yes, Cam Miller, AFL. I don't think all the motions is to us. Yeah, Kendrick Law had a great game, guys. The tight ends were open a lot, guys. All 3 tight ends caught. The one was a touchdown pass. Once again, the tight end was wide ass open because they didn't cover him. And that's why we're throwing to the tight ends, because nobody's covering them. So, yeah, I mean, if they're not, and plus, like I said, guys, if you watched me last night, our tight ends line up in the slot and as receivers. So that stat about not throwing touchdown to receivers is misleading because Rodriguez was, I think, in the slot whenever he caught that. So, yeah, we have tight ends that line up everywhere. So they line up where receivers would normally line up. So, yeah, the running game, yes, it did well, WKRP, until we fell behind. And then, I think Seth McGowan got banged up early. And so, yeah, I mean, look, we weren't trying to run the ball once it was 21-7. Once we missed that field goal and it's 21-7, then we had to start throwing the ball. And he actually threw the ball well. So there's no good answers, guys. A lot of people lost. Vanderbilt only scored 14 points. Yeah, talk to them. They look like shit too. My man, what's his name there? Pavia didn't have such a great game. I don't see how that guy gets up off the ground. They hit him all the time. I hope by the time he gets to us or we get to Nashville, he's hurting because they knocked the crap out of him a couple of times. That's one tough dude right there. Yards rushing. Yeah, that's all we tried to rush. We were throwing the ball, guys. And I'm glad we did. I'm glad that Cutter Bowley got to throw a lot more. We were behind and he was throwing the ball. So, yeah, we weren't trying to run the ball for 100 yards this time. So, yeah, we were in a lot of passing formations. So what, he threw 35? Did he have 35 attempts? So, yeah, you don't normally see 35, 40 attempts in that offense. That means you're behind. I told you that the golden rule is 30 or under to win. If you have over 30 passing attempts, you probably lost. I've been saying that all year in this offense. So, yes. Line up and snap the ball. No, we did a good job of dumbing down the offense. We just got guys that still drop balls. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the heck's wrong with Macklin. I mean, that dude was a 1,000-yard receiver at North Texas, but man, he had a bad game. He did catch one on a 4th down, but man, and Harley Gilmore, they just need to sit him down. You guys know he's the guy that messed up at the end of the game when we were doing the Chinese fire drill. He was the one that was lined up wrong, and he told Kendrick Law to line up wrong. and we had to take a timeout because the dumbass didn't even know where to line up. It's like, dude, come on, man. Nation of Blue also posted, yeah, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it unless it comes from KSR. If Matt Jones posted tonight, I'll believe it. And why would you do that? I mean, unless you're keeping Stoops. If they fire Bush Hamdan, then they're not firing Stoops. That's your clue right there, folks. They're going to keep him. So what they're saying to the fans is, hey, we're going to keep him, and we'll get a new offensive coordinator. I mean, Eddie Grant can come down and we'll just run the Wildcat. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I believe that, guys. Like I said, I don't see that anywhere that other than a clickbait site. So somebody please tell me if you see that somewhere else, because yeah, I don't see it. It may be rumored, so we don't know. They could do it, and he has to do drop back passer offense too. Yeah, I mean Eddie Graham, but I mean I don't think he's going to come down as he's really the general manager. Feature the tight ends, yeah. I mean I like how we hit all three tight ends. Our tight ends are open every game. So yeah, keep throwing to them. So anyway, it's a source, real source KSR and ESPN. Okay, well, yeah, it's true. Yeah, Matt Jones would be all over it. Believe me, the Luckett and Roush would post that shit. In fact, they'd be having a party. They'd come on live. They'd be having a party if they did that. But no, if they fire Bush Hamdan, then they're not firing Mark Stoops. They're going to, okay, now we're going to get a new offense coordinator. Look, guys, until we spend as much money, I'm going to keep telling you, until we spend as much money on football as Alabama does, and Tennessee and Georgia, we are not going to be as good as them in football because there's 85 scholarships. We are trying to spend money on our 13 basketball scholarships, and I get it. But yeah, when you spend on 13 basketball players, and supposedly we spent $20 million on 13 basketball players, so you tell me that would have bought a lot of football players. So yeah, Billy Jack Haskins, yes, Donkey Fish. Yeah, I got a short of Billy Jack Haskins running through Tennessee. Yeah, he was a good player. Or Zach Calzada. Well, Billy Jack couldn't throw worth a shit. I mean, he could run. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Zach Calzada, so I say Billy Jack Haskins. Best tight end we ever had was James Whalen. Yeah, he played in the air raid, and yes, he was an All-American. Now, he wasn't a blocking tight end. He couldn't block us, but he was a receiving tight end. He was very good, yes. James Whalen. Just people like me, yeah. Phil Curry, yeah. But no, guys, yeah, I wouldn't believe the Bush Hamdan stuff. Not saying it's not true, but if you get up in the morning and KSR has it, and they would usually post that stuff as soon as they found out. But yeah, I don't know why you would. I mean, unless they said, look, we're going to keep you for another couple of years. I don't think Mark Stoops wants to stay, guys. I wouldn't want to stay. I mean, why the hell they don't want you here? Take their money. I mean, I wouldn't want to stay here. Let somebody else come in here and deal with this shit. Just pay him his money, guys. Definitely not on KSR at all. In fact, they're not even talking about that. Everybody's happy with Cutter Bowley. Okay, we know that. That's all KSR says. Play of the half should 7 or 3. I mean, I would have went for 3 since it was 21-7, 3 to keep it at 11. Georgia actually called a timeout. You know that, right? They didn't say that on KSR. Yes, Georgia called a timeout at the end of the half there and let us set up a play. I don't know. It was such a chip shot field goal. I would have went for the points. We needed points at that point. But yeah, disgruntled. Yeah, well, he's disgruntled because people, Stoops is he takes the shit personal. He cares. John Calipari didn't give a shit what you thought, and he didn't give a shit what I thought. But Mark Stoops is a man, and he actually cares. And look, you think he likes, losing? No, he doesn't like it. Methodical. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be, John. It's supposed to be. You're trying to keep the other offense off the team, and you're trying to run about 70 plays. So yes, it's methodical on purpose. Yes, until you get behind. But yes, running the ball is methodical, and that's what we do. Cal just said he works for the fan. You told me that, David Gaffey. Yeah, Cal doesn't work for anybody but Cal and the NBA. But come on in, guys. If you're new, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Hey, shout out your school if you're not a Kentucky fan. We'll talk about anybody. Tennessee. We'll take Louisville fans. We respect everybody here. Just whatever you guys want to talk about. If you have been in here before, come on in and say something. What's up, Tony? What did they win? Yeah, I didn't even see the score. Who'd they play? Did they play another professional team? They didn't play Cincinnati. The Colts won big, so everybody here in Indiana, Evansville's happy. So, but yeah, if the Cowboys won a game out, that is wild. Trey, less talented basketball team. Right, you're correct. Yeah, if you're a less talented basketball team, you don't run up and down the floor. Okay, good example, Trey. Yeah, you're not going to run up and down the floor. You're not going to run up and down the field when you're less talented. Yeah, as you go watch my air raid video, when we tried to run up and down the field, we got our ass kicked because we kept giving the ball back to the other team. So yeah, David Lee to call a timeout. Yes, and you know why, David Lee? Because Hardly Gilmore was lined up wrong, and he got Kendrick Law to line up wrong, and that dumbass was over there telling Kendrick Law to line up wrong, and they got into an argument, and they had to call a timeout. That was all on Hardly Gilmore. He was lined up in the wrong place. Hardly Gilmore. The Jets. Oh, well, they did beat nobody, Tony. I saw the condensed game. The Jets. Yeah. Otis. Rippy Jr. visiting. Yeah, we said that. Who else is visiting? We said Rippy Jr. We said the Stokes kid and the Caleb Holt kid is. I don't know if he's going to be there. Otis. We got that's three kids that are worth about what? $3 or $4 million, maybe $5 million if we sign those kids. Best tight end. Waylon, Derek Smith, Tammy. Oh, that's a close one. I will take Jacob Tammy because he played in the NFL. But no, Otis. Yeah, we're buying basketball players, Otis. Yeah, people can't understand why we're not good in football. It's because we're buying dudes like this Rippy Jr. kid here who's probably worth $1 million or more. Yeah. Yeah, I heard he's going to sign with us too. Gilmore messed up. Yes. Gilmore, yeah. Yeah, it's been going on too long, but that was I don't even understand what that was. Well, Georgia called a timeout during that sequence also. So they stopped. We still had time to score. Okay. We took 20 seconds, but we still had 58 seconds left. So we had plenty of time to score. I know the announcers were saying some shit about it. I went back and watched it. We had 58 seconds, and Georgia called a timeout. So, yeah, we could have scored. It didn't look good. We have NIL. Yes, Otis, we do have NIL, and we're going to spend it on basketball. I get it, it is what it is. I don't like it. The Titans podcast this season. Yeah, I'm not a Titans fan. Poor Will Levis. At least Levis is getting paid. It doesn't look like that Cam Ward's any better than he is. Could be wrong. But no, I'm doing a basketball video on the preseason polls coming out. Memphis State is undefeated, 6-0. Yeah, I don't know who they played. They're in. Are they in Tulane's? I don't even know what league they're in. It's like Tulane. Tulane's in some league I never even freaking heard of. And then there's John Summerall's great coach. Really? Who's he beat? Nobody. South Florida, South Alabama. He's 0-4 against SEC teams. But yeah, I don't know how good Memphis State is, Tony. No, guys, look, football is frustrating right now, but the season's not over. Let's see what we can do against Texas, fourth quarter win against Arizona. Wow. AAC. Yeah, I don't even know what the AAC, American Athletic Conference. I don't even know what conference that is. WKRP, Cam led the Titans to. Okay, well, I'll take it back. David Lee, where's JJ Hester? I don't know, man. I was saying that the whole time, David Lee. Something's going on with David Hester. JJ Hester. We played the Cam Miller kid, but I don't know where Hester's at. And he's 6'5", and I sure as hell, I know we gave him a pretty good amount of money to come over. I don't know why we're not playing him. There's got to be a reason why he's not playing, but I don't know what it is. Stellato is Kendrick Law's backup, and Kendrick Law is so important, they're not going to take him out. Unless he's hurt, you won't see Stellato. because he's Law's backup. Law had a really good game, guys. I watched it a little bit more of it today. I put a little Cutter Butley highlight video together. Kendrick Law played his ass off. He was run blocking. He was moving the whole game. They are mad at Stellato for letting it cry. Yeah. No, I mean, look, he's Law's backup, and Law's so important. They're not going to take Law out. Wide receivers got to play defense. I don't get our wide receivers. Like I said, they're dropping passes. I don't know why. And I don't know why J.J. Hester. I'd have to call the coach's show, and he'd probably give me some answer. Well, he must not be practicing well, guys. I don't know. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe something's going on. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something we don't know about personal. I don't know why he did not come in the game at all. In fact, he was the only receiver. Yeah, he didn't get a catch, and Stellato didn't get it. Stellato didn't come in the game. So we paid them some money, but they ain't going to play. Has Stellato played? Very little. He dropped a pass. He's come in like 3 games. He dropped a pass against Ole Miss that was hit him right in his hands. But he hasn't played much. I would move him. I don't know why you just don't move him to another position. Stellato, if he's that good, Macklin was the guy. Okay, they paid Macklin a lot of money to stay because Macklin was going to leave, and they didn't want him to leave. So they talked him and they begged him to stay, and they gave him money. But, man, he has not played well. So Macklin and Gilmore, man, they're just not earning their money. Yeah, since that pick, yep. Wide receivers got to play defense. Well, I guess they got to play defense too. Waste of talent. Yeah, well, Dowdell's in there a lot because Seth McGowan got hurt. Dowdell's a short yardage guy. He's a guy that will get the ball in the end zone. He got a couple first downs, by the way. He ran over some people to get first downs. But he's not going to – he broke that one in the what was that, Eastern Michigan? No, he broke one in the Toledo game. He broke a 75-yard run against Toledo in the very first game. But Dowdell, yeah, we didn't get to run that much this game. So, Adam Kozar, yeah, he's way down on the depth chart. I think they're redshirting him, Fish. I think the word on is they're redshirting him. The pass he dropped was at his foot. Yeah, Christopher, it was low, but he did get both hands on it. So I don't know, man. It was kind of one of those things where, hey, man, it was low and slow, but he did get 2 hands on it. But no, he's a Kendrick Law's backup. Kendrick Law does so much. Man, that dude's all in motion. He's all over the field. He's the fastest guy on the team. So we got to have him out there. I think that's why we haven't seen him. But I'd move him. You'd have to move him, Christopher, if you wanted to see Stellato. You'd have to move him. I'd put him in Harley Gilmore's slot. What's he going to do? Catch a pass? I mean, yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of things we can talk about, but the bottom line is this, guys. We got to spend more money on football, and we're not going to do it. And I just don't know what the answer is. You can't half-ass put a team together in the SEC or the Big Ten. Now, if we were in the Big 12 or the ACC, we could run a gimmick offense, a spread offense, and make it work. But not in this league. This is a man's league right here. The Big Ten, and especially the SEC, that's grown-ass man league. And the only way you're going to win in a grown-ass man league is what Stoops has done in the past. Line your ass up and hit somebody. I don't know what the answer is. So I don't know why J.J. Hester's not playing, Tony. They're not saying why he's not playing. I don't think he's hurt, but I don't know why he's not playing because we paid him some money. The Bengals front office. Well, the Bengals. Yeah, the first game. Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing, guys. They're not saying anything about it. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they'd give me a straight answer if I called the coach's show. Maybe I'll call tomorrow and ask him, hey, man, why isn't he playing? Why everybody else is playing? What's Cam Miller playing? Why is Cam Miller playing and J.J. Hester not playing? Does that make any sense to you guys? Quisenberry. Why hasn't Quisenberry played? I don't know. It is very odd, Tony. Very odd. But, hey, Midnight Madness is coming wearing brown paper bags. Well, the Bengals fans. I mean, look, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. Look, your quarterback got hurt. What do you want? You think the backup quarterback is going to come in there and win for the Bengals? I mean, look, you lost Joe Burrow. What do you think's going to happen? Take Patrick Mahomes off Kansas City. How many games do you think they're going to win? You know, you lose your starting quarterback, and I mean, there's some backup quarterbacks that are good, but most of the time you lose your starting quarterback in the NFL, you're screwed. Yeah. So they are trying to redshirt. Yeah, they're trying to redshirt a lot of people because we don't next year, right? If what is it? You can play in 3 games, so maybe they'll redshirt Hester. I don't know. Maybe they'll redshirt Stellato. Maybe that's why they want to redshirt Quisenberry, so they're not going to let him play. So yeah, there's probably reasons we don't know about because Macklin's gone next year, Gilmore's gone. So yeah, we got a lot of people gone. Law is gone. So yeah, we really need to redshirt Stellato because he's going to be the slot receiver next year. So that's probably what's going on, guys. They're probably looking at next year going, you know what? We're already paying these people money. We'll just redshirt some of them. So I don't know. Yes. So, but I wouldn't worry about redshirting anybody right now. I'd be trying to win games. But Bill Curry did that one year, took the red shirt off somebody that's back when you couldn't play at all. And there was only like 3 games left. And he asked the kid, you want to play? I forgot who it was. And the kid's like, yeah. And they played the kid 3 games. So another year of getting paid, correct, WKRP. That means another year of getting paid. So if you're JJ Hester, do you care? If you're making $350,000, I don't know what I'm just throwing out a number. Uh, you know, you don't care. Stellato doesn't care if so yeah, I don't know, guys. Gilmore looked better last year. Yep, he has been awful. He dropped another pass. He did catch one, but man, he dropped another pass. He was the one who messed up that Chinese fire drill at the end of the first half. If you go back and watch that, guys, I was sitting there saying he was making Kendrick Law line up wrong, and Kendrick Law was trying to tell him, dude, no, we're lined up right. And so yeah, they got in an argument. You have to call timeout because Gilmore's not lined up right, and it's like, man, I'd have jerked his ass out of the game. I don't know why they like him so much, to be honest with you. Yeah, he needs to be in a very limited role, like hot dog vendor, Gatorade. That's what he needs to be doing because he can't get open 1-on-1 against anybody. So I don't know, guys. I know we're throwing to the tight ends. I know Rodriguez and Caddis could probably both go to the NFL if they keep playing like that. Those 2 guys keep throwing to them. I mean, Caddis was wide open. They did not even cover. They didn't even look at him. He just ran out there wide open. By the time he caught the ball, it was a touchdown. Yeah, so I mean, look, we do have a sneaky, this one back set is sneaky with the tight ends. We line the tight ends up everywhere. So yeah, we caught him sleeping on that one. That was a good play. So yeah, there's been some good play calls, and there's been some play calls that that's the way it is. I don't know, guys. Let's go get through the bye week. And no, look, they said that the players have said, through Cutter Boley said this, they're going to not listen to the fans. They don't listen to the media. They don't listen to us. They're going to be practicing. Brad White said there were starters who asked not to come out, that they wanted to stay in and finish the game. So look, our guys care. Okay, they're playing. Those kids are playing hard. All right, we were playing Georgia on the road. Okay, let's be honest here. We were not going to win that game. Okay, nobody has beat them since 2019. So yeah, but no, when we got some games coming up where we need to play hard. So let's play hard against Texas, Florida, Auburn. I mean, there's some winnable games here. I'm not afraid of Vanderbilt. They only beat us 20-13 last year. So yeah, if that kid, Pavia keeps getting hit like that, he's going to be punch drunk by the time he gets to us because he sure as hell got hit a couple times. I don't see how that kid gets up off the ground. But no, is everybody happy at basketball? We're gonna be good in basketball, right? Anybody want to talk basketball? Yeah, Midnight Madness, and then we'll have the blue-white scrimmage the Friday after that, and then we'll play Texas. Look, maybe we can do something against Texas. That'd be some shit. If they lose to Oklahoma, this next week, people's going to start getting on the phone. So maybe we can get lucky. We have been going an hour. Wow. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. If you're new, hey, shout it out. Speak up. We'll talk about anybody. Tennessee, Louisville. We respect everybody here. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Basketball's coming up. We're happy about basketball because we are spending a lot of money on basketball. So we will have a good basketball team. If Mark Pope does not go to the Final Four in the next couple of years, I don't know what's going to happen there, guys. So he's got a lot of pressure on him. But we are loaded. We just don't have a good shooting team. We are ranked about 8th or 9th in most of these polls. I got a video coming out. I'll probably put that one out on Wednesday or Tuesday. There's 3 polls that have come out. So we are like between 6 and 10. Louisville's ahead of us in most of these polls because they shoot better. We play them on November, 15th, 11th? No, November 11th, Tuesday, to kick off college basketball. So we're going to find out how good Louisville is, and we are when we play them at Louisville. So Quaden's healthy. Yes. He's ahead of schedule, and we will get him back in December. It was going to be January, but yeah, if we get Jaden Quaden's, that dude is huge. He's already grown 2 more inches. That dude's a biggest 19-year-old. Looks like a grown-ass man. Yeah, so he's huge. But we need shooters. I mean, at the end of the day, David, we need people to hit shots. But I think, Trent Noah, Colin Chandler, and Cam Miller, that dude from Tulane, the kid from Croatia can hit threes. I mean, I think we're fine from Mark Pope this season. Yeah, we know what we got. We got a really good team. If we had those good players in football, we'd be all happy. Damn, we got a really good football team, but we don't. We have a really good basketball team. So, I don't like it, Fish. I know Fish is a football fan too. I mean, I'm a football and a basketball fan. I want to be good at both, but listen, being good at both right now in 2025, 2026, damn near impossible. They already went to Florida's coach and said, I hope you enjoy this year because we're probably going to fire our coach and we're starting to spend money on football. That's why Auburn hired Bruce Pearl's son because they're going all in on football. Tennessee's going all in on football. Alabama's going all in on football. So Nate Oates is not happy. So Tennessee's coach is not happy. Yes, the vibe is a lot different than the KRP. Can be, though. Yes, WKRP, the vibe is a lot different. It's confidence because we got 2 deep at every position. We got 13. Really, all 13 of those guys can play. So when you have 13 really good basketball players, foul trouble doesn't affect you. So, hey, what's up, Randy? Basketball season will happen here in Athens. Yeah, a fun game or 2 along the way. See, Randy, that's right. I don't even know who's Georgia's coach. I don't even know who's Georgia's basketball coach. They got Florida's coach. Oh yeah, they got little dude. What's his name? He's a decent coach. I can't remember his name. He coached in Florida. So yeah, Georgia might be decent in basketball. Tennessee, Auburn, Alabama. Tennessee, Auburn, Alabama. Yeah, Don K. Fish. Hart, listen, man, we just got to come to the conclusion and the reality of we're going to pick basketball over football. That's just the way it is, guys. And, when you're one of the best basketball programs of all time, doesn't it make sense to do that? I mean, it sucks, but Mike White, yes, BBN, thank you. Yes, good coach. Yeah, now he ain't going to get a lot of big-name players because Georgia's going to spend their money on football, but he can be decent. They're all good in basketball and football. Auburn's not going to be any good in basketball. Tennessee's not going to be good in basketball, and Alabama's not going to be good in basketball. Fish. Auburn's not even in the top 25. Alabama and Tennessee's ranked around 17 to 23. They're not even in the top 15. So yeah, the only person in the top 15 in SEC basketball is Kentucky and Florida, and they've already told Florida's coach Todd Golden that, hey man, we're going to fire Billy Napier and we're getting ready to spend money on football, so you better make a run this year. That's why we went and bought one of Florida's best players. We went and bought one of Alabama's best players and one of Florida's best players. Why didn't they stay? Why didn't that guy stay at Florida? They just won a national championship because we gave them money. Why didn't that guy stay at Alabama? They were better than we were because we gave them money. So yeah, money makes you like the school a lot better. But no, Fish, they're not gonna be good at basketball anymore. Uh, so you'll see this year when you see Tennessee. Believe me, Rick Barnes is upset. He's getting ready to retire, and he wanted to try and get to a Final Four, but he did get a couple of good players, but they didn't give him everybody he wanted. David Lee, Rick Barnes will probably retire. I think so. He's a good coach. Yeah, because they're spending money on football. Thank you, David Lee. You're exactly correct. He came out and said that publicly that I can't get the players I want. Why? Because they told him, sorry, dude. Same thing in Alabama. Nate Oates is probably going to look for another job because they told him, hey, man, yeah, sorry, we're gonna spend money on basketball. And that's what I'm trying to say is you can't be good at two sports anymore. Now, Florida sucked at football. They won a national championship in basketball, but they suck so bad at football, they're going to fire their coach. So now they're going to flip it. So, look, I think we made the right decision by staying. I hate to say it for basketball. He struggled to put a roster together. Yes, he did. He's got a couple good players, but yeah, he was really upset because he couldn't get any. I mean, he couldn't get five. He's got five good players, but he doesn't have 6 through 10. Whereas we have 13 players who can play. I mean, we really don't have any weaknesses on our team. That one, maybe one kid, the one real skinny kid, I can't remember who it was, Potter. But other than that, you know, we have 12. When somebody comes in off the bench in basketball, there will not be a drop off. And if Quayton's comes in, I mean, look, we got a chance to go to the Final Four here. But yeah, look, man, it's a money issue. If you were Texas, you might have enough money, oil money, that you could be good at two sports. But Texas right now, they got one of the most expensive rosters in football. How are they doing? Not too good. Talking about firing Sarteesian or whatever his name is, because he had one bad year. That's the expectations, man. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't know what the answer is. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Which sport will Louisville pick? Basketball. I think they're going to have to pick basketball. I don't know yet. We'll see. They're in the ACC, so they can get away with. They can get to the playoffs in football pretty easy, but they won't win. So they got it a little easier because they're in the ACC. But if I was them, I'd pick basketball. I don't know what their fan base wants. So I'm not a Louisville fan. I'm not there. Somebody that's a Louisville fan can tell me. I think they'd rather be good at basketball. But we shall see. If not, they'll just beat us in football and we beat them in basketball. So, but I don't know. They're lucky they're not in the Big Ten or the SEC. But in basketball, yeah, you're in the ACC, so you got to be good. You got to get some good players in basketball. So I don't know, David. Louisville will pick basketball. I think so. Yeah, ACC. Yep. Yeah. I mean, in football, look, you can backdoor your way into the playoffs, and but not in basketball. So yeah, they're going to have to choose. Look, guys, it's frustrating. Fish, I know you're frustrated, dude. I am too, man. I want to be good at football again, but I just don't see a path. There's not a path financially for us to be good, but we're investing in the football around the football stadium. So I don't understand what we're doing. We need to just either go all in on one or the other. So I don't know what the answer is. If somebody comes up with it, please, I'll call KSR for you, and we'll talk to Matt Jones directly. But I don't know what it is. What's up, Andrew White? What's going on, man? We're here talking about football and basketball, Andrew. We're really going to be good in basketball, but we're not really going to be. There's a rumor that Bush Hammond is going to get fired, Andrew, tomorrow, but I don't think it's true. It was just some headlines, clickbait headlines. You're not going to fire Bush Hammond. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, man. Cutter Bowley's starting to play well, guys. That's one good thing. I mean, he is starting to play very well. He completed 25 passes, so hey, to 11 different people. So Cutter is looking comfortable. So we'll keep him. Let's keep him happy, because if we do change coaches, he's still the quarterback. So what's going on, Andrew? Are you ready for basketball, Andrew? What's on your mind? Football or basketball? What do you want? It's Andrew's in here. Andrew, you take priority. What do you want to talk about? What is it, man? We've been going an hour and 15 minutes. Holy cow! I can't believe time flies when you're having fun. No, we're frustrated, Andrew, about football because we know that financially it's going to be hard to be good in two sports. Kentucky and Arkansas. I agree with you, David. I agree with you, David. Arkansas has told Calipari he's going to get basketball players. They're preseason 16th in a lot of polls. They're not in the top 10, but I believe Arkansas is going to pick basketball, and I believe Kentucky's going to pick basketball. What do you think all the other teams in the SEC want us to do? They want us to pick basketball because January through April, somebody's got to carry the mantle in basketball, right? So, yeah, I agree. I think those will be the only two that I've heard. I know Texas A&M yeah. My best friend is a Texas A&M alum. Texas A&M alum. Forget basketball. South Carolina. Forget basketball. I don't know about Vanderbilt. We'll see what Vanderbilt. I wonder if Pavi will these if they'll go back to trying to be good at basketball. I don't know. And we both struggled in football. Yeah, David, because we didn't spend as much money. Arkansas didn't spend the money, and we didn't spend the money. I mean, we bought probably the best team we could, but yeah, David, they won't show the numbers. Why do you think Mitch Barnhart will not show the numbers? He keeps saying because I don't want the other teams to see it. No, he doesn't want you to see it. He doesn't want. If we knew how much little they were spending on football, it would probably piss all of us off. Okay, I don't buy that story about he's protecting the program. Yeah, okay. But anyway, guys, look, we got a week off, so we're gonna watch the Big Blue Madness, and then the next Friday night is the Blue White scrimmage. I'll probably stream that live, and then uh, we play Texas. I'll be doing that game. I don't even know what time that game is. What does anybody know what time is that game? What time is the Texas game? I don't know what time the Texas game is. No chance that's happening. Which one, Andrew? No chance which was happening. I'm trying to find out why we. Yeah, I don't know what time we play Texas, guys. I don't know what time we play Texas. I think it says to be announced. Oh, football? No chance of it happening. Football? Yeah, we're not gonna look. We chose our path. We chose basketball. I get it. I don't like it. That means we're not going to be good at football, and people are going to be upset. I don't know how they expect anybody to come and watch. I think they want to be good, like Matt Jones said. You want to be you want to win 6, 7 games every year and go to a bowl. That's the goal of the football program right now. There's no way we can go into the top tier spending the amount of money we're spending on basketball. That's just the way it is. A day game? Oh, good. Okay, good. Good. Our receivers need for it to be daytime because they can't catch the ball. So they sure as hell can't catch it with the lights on. We need all day games. I jokingly say that. Uh, okay, well, I'm sure it'll probably be about a 2:30 game then. Uh, but yeah, I'm not afraid of Texas, guys. Their defense is not that good either. So not only is their offense not that good, their defense is not that good. And they can't stop the run. I noticed that. So, wow. Uh, we find a noon tomorrow. Okay, good. We don't have any night games. Yeah, I don't know unless they change the times. We don't have any night games remaining, so they'll be all day games. Uh, the Tennessee Tech game may be. I think it's at night, maybe right. I could be wrong. Uh, but Tennessee Tech. I mean, come on. Oh, no shot handed me my. Yeah, no, I don't think so either. That'd be dumb. Why would you do that? You might do it at the end of the year if you want to keep Mark Stoops, but wouldn't you have to fire Brad White too? I mean, he hadn't done any better. It wouldn't be fair just to fire one of those dudes, would it? That'd be cold-hearted. Neither one of them is getting their money. We're not getting our money's worth out of any of them. So uh, I like Brad White, and he's done good with what he has. For the players we have, we've actually done pretty good. But we will intercept you. We have 7 interceptions. We have 7 interceptions. I think that's like third in the SEC in interceptions. So we will intercept your quarterback is what we do. That's what we're good at. 4 o'clock. I just read. Okay, good. All right, 4 o'clock. More so than Tennessee. Well, Tennessee's always gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna beat Tennessee in football, but they're not gonna beat us in basketball anymore. Yeah, we're not gonna lose. Listen, guys, we ain't gonna lose but about 5 or 6 basketball games. There is a stretch where we play Gonzaga, North Carolina, Indiana, St. John's in December. There's a stretch where we play. Out of 5 games, we play those 4 people. So yeah, we got some hard games, but we're not gonna lose very many games in basketball. I just tell you right now. I mean, we got a chance to get one here. If he doesn't go to the Final Four this year, after all the money we spent, you want to talk about some people getting upset. Just you think they're mad at Mark Stoops. Just hold on. It'll turn on you when Quains will play. They said December. They're saying December. And it was going to be January. So supposedly he's ahead of schedule. They don't know right now. They don't know. Supposedly he's ahead of schedule, and they said November, and now they moved it up to December. I think he'll play in December if he's ready to play. They'll bring him back slowly. That kid is huge. I mean, that dude is big. He's going to take Garrison's minutes is what he's going to do. Yeah, Garrison will play well. He better play well because he's going to be, he's going to lose some minutes. They announced Monday. It's like noon. Okay, good noon. All right. Thank you, John. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, we still got, 7 games of football? I know everybody thinks the season's over and we need to fire everybody, but goddamn, we got 7 damn games left. I mean, can we let this play out? Can we see how we do? Cutter Bowley's getting better. So, yeah, the defense needs to play a little bit better. I don't think Arch Manning is a threat. I don't know about you guys. Their defense doesn't look that good to me. Everybody other than Tennessee, I don't think we can beat Tennessee. I mean, we should be in these games. The Georgia game I thought would be a little closer. You guys know what Vegas had the Georgia game, the score of the Georgia game. If you looked and you bet 35-14, they hit it right on the nose. They had Georgia getting 35 points, and they had us getting 14 points, and they hit it dead center. And I don't know how Vegas does that. What's up, BBN? Chance against Georgia. Yeah. A lot of flags, a lot of replays. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what a catch is anymore. I looked at that again. I've got Cutter Bowley video coming out tomorrow. Guys, Cutter Bowley played pretty good. He did not hold on to the ball. They practiced. That practice they did with him this last week, guys. I forget about the score. He played night and day better than he did against South Carolina. I mean, he really played well. He got the ball out. He took command of the offense. He looked like he was in charge for the first time since he's been here. And it's the first time he didn't look scared. And you're going against a really good defense. Okay. So, yeah, Cutter Bowley, very proud of the way he played. And we made some nice calls. I know people hate Bush Hamden, but, man, he made some good calls during that game. So, yeah, we didn't hit all of them because we got people dropping balls. But, Cutter Bowley needs to keep playing like that right there. And I think we'll do good. Yeah. Rodriguez, yeah, he was wide open. The Caddis was wide open on one. Dude, we throw the tight ends better than anybody, as good as anybody in football. But if you've been following my channel, I've been telling you that that offense they run is tight end and running back friendly offense. The halfback is the star of that offense, and the tight ends line up everywhere. So yeah, we do a good job getting the ball to the tight ends, and so keep throwing. If they're not going to cover them, keep throwing it to them. Texas. Yeah, they hit our punter. Man, I don't know why. I went back and looked at that. I didn't see it live. I went back and looked at it today. Man, they ran right into him. I mean, I don't understand why the guy didn't throw the flag. Guys, I don't know. On McGowan. Yes, he's good. After the game, they said he's fine. He got the wind knocked out of him or something, but he's good. He's a tough dude. Somebody was saying he was sleeping on the sideline. Where'd my man Fish go? Fish said he was sleeping on the sideline. I did. If he was, I'd let him go to sleep. That subbitch is about the hardest runner we've had since Mo Williams. He runs hard. Uh, but no, he got the win. I think he got the win knocked out of him. So I don't know if he was sleeping on the sideline. He's probably trying to shake that shit off. You get hit that hard. Uh, Look, Georgia's a good team, guys. Uh, yeah, I don't know what injury. I don't know what injury he avoided. I don't know if it was to his knee, his foot, his. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, we need him for the rest of the year. I don't know. We didn't try and run the ball in this game, guys. Once we got behind, we threw the ball. So our rushing numbers will be skewed. But Georgia only averaged giving up 91 yards rushing a game. So, and we weren't going to run the ball when it was 28-7. I mean, you're going to throw the ball. Yeah. So, but yes. All right. I'll go a little bit longer. I'll go a few more minutes. What is, if you're new in here, hey, shout it out. You're welcome to say, we'll talk about your team. I don't care if it's a Big Ten team, Louisville, Tennessee. We respect everybody in here. If there's anybody who wants to shout something out, what do you want to talk about? This is a fan channel. Uh, like we said, we got Midnight Madness on Saturday. We know what that's just going to be, a big pep rally. And then we have the blue-white scrimmage the next Friday, and then Texas the next day after that. So I will I'll probably live the blue-white game, which you have to pay for, by the way. You have to have ESPN Plus, which I do. And then we'll do the Texas game right here. Defense show up. Yeah, I hope so. Texas, I mean, look, their defense looks just, they can't tackle either. So we can't tackle and they can't tackle. But yeah, we need to tackle. We need to get DJ Waller back. Hey, what's Randy? I called Texas loss to Florida. Did you? Well, Florida, man, does Florida always do that? Florida always gets somebody. They got Ole Miss last year too, didn't they? So yeah, Florida. I don't understand them. They lose to crappy teams and then they beat good teams. So does Billy Napier still get fired, Randy? Just yes or no? I guess can he win enough games to save his job? They already pretty much got him fired. So what if he wins some? What if he wins some games? Uh, yeah, I don't know. Pounding on a sideline, it looked like. Because of a fumble. I don't know, David. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I didn't see that. Ranked when we go play them, maybe. Well, they play Georgia this week. So guess what? They ain't beating Georgia. So no, they will not be ranked when we play them. I doubt it. I say that. They're not going to beat Georgia. So, I don't see it because Jackson Arnold's just not that good of a quarterback. They got a really good defense, but Jackson Arnold can throw a 15-yard pass, and that's about it. And he can run. Now, he can run very well. If you let him run on you, you will lose. If you stop him, it's like Diego Pavia. If you stop Jackson Arnold, you stop them. Randy, Napier may survive. Lagway's the key. Yeah. Yeah, he played. I mean, he played in that game, right, against Texas. So yeah, he either plays really, really good or really, really bad lately. So yeah, Florida will wait to see the results of what happens with them. But they're coming here in November when it's cold. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have some battles left, guys. I mean, all these teams we play. I mean, they're all good teams. Who's shitty that we? There's nobody left besides East Tennessee. All these teams are good. Vanderbilt's good. Florida's good. I mean, I know the record isn't, but Auburn's good. I mean, everybody's really good. I mean, in this league, we don't have any. I don't know if we'll win the national championship. I mean, it looks like Ohio State's the best team, but man, the SEC is loaded, and we don't get to play. There's only a few bad teams that we don't play them. DJ Waller going to play. I don't know, Fish. They're not saying. It doesn't sound good to me. I don't like. Mark Stoops said we'll see, but I don't like the way he said we'll see. It didn't sound like he was like, yeah, he's fine. So I can't tell if Mark Stoops has a poker face. But if Waller plays, we're definitely better whenever he plays because he's so tall. He's like 6'2". And I don't know what his injury is either. They're keeping it on the down low. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. But yeah, I mean, look, there's 7 games left. I mean, it's not over. Hamstring injury, Tom? Oh, yeah, that's right. It is a hamstring injury. Right. Because they said they didn't know with a hamstring. Look, a hamstring can be a couple weeks or a couple months. Yeah, it just depends on how bad it is. Uh, so hopefully it's not that bad. I hope he's stretching out every day. I really do. Uh, yeah, I forgot about that, Andrew. Thanks for correcting me on that. But no, guys, look, let's do a live. What is this Sunday? Let's do one on Tuesday. I'll come on Tuesday. Uh, I've been coming on during the day, and actually, there's people during the day that come on here, but I'll come on at night for you guys. I'll be back on Tuesday night. Let's see if that Bush Hamden be out another 2 to 3 weeks. Well, you might be right, Andrew. Let's see if this Bush. I don't believe that Bush Hamden rumor. I didn't believe that whenever they said it. And like I said, if you're going to fire one coordinator, you might as well fire both of them, to be honest with you. Look, we're playing the best we can with the players that we have, guys. I hate to be the one to tell that to you. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm telling you, we're playing the best we can with the players that we have. Uh, you know, we just, until, like I said, we're not going to ever commit to football right now, especially right now. And NIL is just going to keep getting worse. Basketball players are going to keep going up. Football players are going to keep going up. So we'll see what happens. So you just need to put it together. Yeah, I mean, we haven't played terrible. I mean, we've been in these games. The Georgia game got out of hand there when we missed that chip shot field goal, which, okay, we didn't score coming out of the second half. So, yeah, Georgia's really good. Like I said, they don't lose at home. They haven't lost at home in, 7 years? So, yeah, we were not going to win that game. I was hoping to be a little bit closer. But we played Ole Miss close. Toledo's nose is not a scrub team. So, look, we just got to give Texas their money's worth. And Arch Manning, if you put pressure on him, he's going to throw interceptions. That's one thing I've noticed. So let's put some pressure on his ass and tackle better. So yeah, we got a bye week. So before I get off here, yeah, I feel sorry for Mark Stoops. I know he looks sad. I know he's upset. He does not like losing. It ain't like Calipari. This guy cares about you guys and us. I think he cares about what we think. He says he doesn't. He said it to Tom Leach, but no, he cares. Matt Jones came on afterwards. Look, we all know Mark Stoops cares, okay? I mean, the money's one thing, but look, he cares. Yeah, he was out there. He was out there some, Fish. I saw him out there. He's a nickelback. I didn't see him a lot, but I saw him a couple times. They were playing the Guyton guy, whatever the freshman is at cornerback. They played him at cornerback and safety. So they got some freshmen. They put some freshmen in the game. Guyton, I think, is that guy, right? Or whatever his name is. Number 30. I can't remember his name. But no. But yeah, look, we got to keep getting better right now. That's the only thing you can do, guys, is keep getting better. I like the way our quarterback's playing. We know we can run the ball. We just need to try to stay in these games and not fall behind. Other than Tennessee, I think we can. I think we can hang with everybody. So we'll see. We're gonna have to pick it up though. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I'll put out Cutter Boley highlight video tomorrow. You'll see he made some really good throws. There were some really good calls in that game. And then I'll put out a basketball video probably on Wednesday. But let's come in Tuesday. Keep your notifications on. If something goes down tomorrow with if that is a true rumor about, and I don't think it is, about our offensive coordinator, I will jump on here, obviously, no matter what time it is. Jagger Burton be benched. Okay, before I get off here, Jagger Burton cost us 7 points because they would have never reviewed that play if he would have hiked up. Boley was hitting him in his ass, yelling at him to snap the ball. Jagger Burton cost us 7 points. That guy makes me so mad. I can't believe he's a senior and he still plays that bad. Should Burton be benched? Well, here's the deal before I get off for Andrew. I think they want to redshirt Wilberly, so they don't want to. No, he shouldn't be benched unless Wilberly is willing to give up a red shirt. because I think we're trying to redshirt him for next year. But right now, we just need to win a game. Yeah, I'm for him for playing Wilberly or moving somebody over because Jagger Burton sucks. I mean, you got to snap that ball so they don't review that play. He cost us 7 points. He cost us a touchdown because we were probably going to score on that drive. Yeah, made me mad. Not a Jagger Burton fan. Every year he does the same thing. I know he's a big dude, but man, he sure is dumb sometimes. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I'll jump on here Tuesday night. I'll set up the notifications. Let's see what happens in the next day or two. If something happens with Bush Hampton or something happens in football, I'll jump on here tomorrow. But if not, I'll see you guys Tuesday night. So have a good Monday and just be safe out there. And look, basketball's coming, and we'll see what happens in football. We just got to ride this out, man. You guys that are old, we've seen this movie before. We got to gut it out in football just like we always do. We're never going to have to gut it out in basketball, though. All right, guys. Have a good week. Go Cats.